tea. Mira's research lab, night. The room is dimly lit, the hum of machinery filling the silence. A large holographic display flickers in the center of the room. Several encrypted alien symbols float on the screen, but there's something new this time, a familiar pattern. Dr. Mira Lin, early 30s, sharp eyes, worn with fatigue, stares at the transmission, her fingers hovering over the touch panel, her brow furrowed with concentration. A soft ping signals the successful decoding of the final piece. Mira, whispering to herself, This is it. The screen flashes as it processes the final symbols. The transmission coalesces into a series of ominous words in a strange, glowing language. Mira taps a few controls, converting the message into a deciphered form. Her eyes widen as she reads the translation. Text on screen. Prepare. The echo approaches. Time bends, reality shatters. It will erase all in its path. No escape, no hope. The message ends with a cryptic symbol, a spiraling vortex. Mira takes a step back, her breath caught in her throat. She pulls off her glasses, rubbing her eyes, and then stares at the screen again. Mira, under her breath. It's real. It's really real. A sudden clang echoes from the lab's door. Mira's head snaps to the side. Mira, sharply. Who's there? The door opens slowly. Captain Ilya Korsakov, late 30s, rugged, disheveled, steps into the lab, a smug grin on his face. But there's something else in his eyes, something that says he knows trouble's coming. He's carrying a small, glowing artifact wrapped in cloth. Korsakov. You look like you just saw a ghost. Mira, staring at the artifact. What's that? Korsakov. A little something I picked up on my last job. Thought you might want to take a look. He tosses the artifact onto a nearby table. It glows faintly in the dim light, casting strange shadows on the walls. Mira, stern. Where did you get this? I told you, nothing alien. Korsakov. Yeah, I remember, but this isn't your average junk. You can't tell me you didn't feel it. There's something off about it. Mira steps closer to the artifact, her fingers tracing its surface, feeling a pulse of energy. The air around it seems to hum with an unnatural resonance. She hesitates for a moment, then places her hand over the artifact. Her eyes flicker, and the transmission on her screen shifts as the artifact responds, sending a shockwave through the lab. Mira, softly, as though in a trance. It's connected. It's connected to the transmission. Suddenly, the screen flickers violently. The symbols shift, coalescing into new words, words that are chilling and urgent. Text on screen. The echo. It is coming. It has already begun. It speaks through you. It speaks through them. Mira looks up, her breath quickening. Mira, terrified. It's not just a warning. The echo, it feeds, it manipulates. Its influence is inside the transmission. It's in the artifact. It's in us. Korsakov, stern. Okay, hold on. What the hell does that mean? You're talking like the echo is some sort of ghost, but... The lights flicker, and for a split second the room goes dark. The air grows heavy, as though the space itself is folding inwards. Mira stumbles back, clutching the edges of the table for support. M-I-R-A, urgently, eyes wide. It's not a ghost. It's real. A force. A weapon. An entity that's been lying dormant for centuries. She falters. It's capable of rewriting reality, erasing us, all of us. She stops, breathing deeply. Korsakov, darkly, almost mocking. So we're not just talking about a weapon. We're talking about a... God. Is that it? Some ancient alien nightmare that can bend time? Mira turns to face him, her expression sharp, desperate. Mira. It's not a god. It's a force, a sentient weapon, one that can break reality. When it comes, we won't just die. We won't even exist. The galaxy, everything, will be wiped clean. It's a cosmic level extinction event, and it's heading straight for us. Korsakov looks at her, the weight of her words sinking in. He walks over to the artifact, hesitates for a moment, and then touches it lightly. The glow intensifies, casting eerie shadows around them. Korsakov, slowly with a grim smile. I always thought the universe was full of crazy shit. Guess I wasn't wrong. The door to the lab slams open, and Orion's voice, cold and mechanical, fills the room. Orion, voice echoing, Dr. Lin, Captain Korsakov, you are in danger. The echo is no myth. It has arrived. You must leave now. Mira looks to the ceiling where a holographic image of Orion appears, its glowing blue form flickering ominously. Mira, you knew about this? You knew? Orion, I did. I have always known. But my warnings were silenced by your ancestors. Humanity's history has sought to suppress the truth. Now, the consequences are inevitable. A beat of silence. Mira looks back at the artifact, then at Korsakov. She makes a decision. Mira, we need to get to Horizon's Edge. We need to warn them. Now Korsakov nods, grabbing the artifact. He meets her eyes, his expression hardening. Korsakov. Then let's move, before whatever the hell is coming shows up. Cut 2. XT. Space. Outside the research facility, a sleek